Okay, here we go. It's June 13th. It's my birthday. I'm an old man today, officially old. I was thinking like the benefits of getting old is the older you get, the more you can get away with. Like wearing socks with sandals, not shaving regularly, acting like you can't hear your wife, taking a nap in the middle of the day, or like passing gas in public and blaming it on one of your kids or your wife or someone else. Anyway, let's get our zero DTE trade on. So yesterday was the Fed day. I didn't do a trade yesterday because I don't like trade on Fed days. That theta sticks in those zero DTE trades. They'll just hold on to that theta in those things. They won't come out. And then by the time you start to get a little bit out, you start to make a little bit of ground, then it's time for the announcement. And then everything is going to go crazy haywire, like batshit nuts. So I just don't even trade those on the Fed day anymore. But we're back today. So here we go. Let's look for the zero DTE options on the chain. This is SPX. We'll go down to at the money right here. We'll go ahead and we'll put we'll put a call one on. I have other trades I'm doing as well. Well, that's not what I want. And so I'm trying to leave open either the calls or the puts depending on what I think I'm going to get. So let's say analyze by trade butterfly. So the SPX is trading right now at 52.26. So we'll put the center of this at 25. This is our live money trade, the one we'll do with real money, which is 15 wide. So we'll say 40 for the upside. It's 15 points away from the center. And then 20 by 15, 10. There we go. There's our butter. We're doing 2 contracts. We've scaled up to 2. And I'm going to give this just a minute here. We can get this for 350. That's not too bad. 280. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put this on. So we'll create duplicate order. 3. Let's see if we can get 335. Let's see if we can get lucky. Here it is working. So I'm trying to get 335. The mark is showing 345. So I'm going to come up to 340. 340. And while that's sitting there working, I'll come over here. I'm going to say hide positions. I monitor these with my simulated trades all day so I can see adjustments and how they all affect each other and all that. So let's look at our wings real quick. Our snow tires for this. I'm just going to throw them in there. I usually go out to about 80 bucks. Just kind of throw them in, then I tweak them in to get exactly what I want visually by the risk graph. So there's some snow tires. I always want to compensate a little bit more for the upside because the upside droops more. That might be a little much. And so this is not filled yet. So I'll say cancel, replace order. Let's see if we can get 50. There we go. Let's see if we can get 50 on this. Okay, so I'm asking 350. It's showing 350. Come on, you market makers. Those greedy bastards. I'm thinking we should get filled here. Look at my snow tires again real quick. Okay, there we go. We got it in that at 350. And again, this is real money. This is a real money trade. I do a real money trade every day. Like a test project I'm going to scale up. That's the plan. And then I do, I load up a bunch of paper trades as well. To monitor throughout the day, like just different widths of the butterfly. So let's see. Let's say, should I go now or should I wait? So there's different ways I do these snow tires. Some of the ways I do this, sometimes I've entered these like right at the start. I put the full set of snow tires on. I'm going to put a call on here. So we have one call on 150. We'll lock that in. So there's our trade right now. And then if we do a put, that looks probably pretty good to get going with. But you can either put the full set of these on at the beginning. Sometimes I do that. Or you can just do partial. And then grow into them, scale into them if you want. Or you can do none. Or you can just do one side. There's a lot of different ways to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and put the put side on. Create duplicate order. Let's see if I can get this at 70. It's just the thing with these snow tires is that they drag on the trade. They're slower to come into fruition. They're slower to reach profit, but you have nice protection on either side. So it's a trade-off. Or you can just start. Some of the times I'll just start off with the butterfly and just let the butterfly by itself go. And then once, if either side starts to get threatened, then I can decide if I want to put one on or the full two, or just kind of go by ear. So right now we have one on each. This is a 2 contract butterfly, so the correct amount, the quote unquote correct amount, is would be the same amount, 2. Let's look at our Greeks. So we have a theta of 1200, positive vega, positive gamma. That's with 2. This is our real trade that we have on right now. So we have 1400 theta. That looks pretty good. That's without any snow tires at all right now. You can see we're kind of leaning to the upside a little bit. But again, this is the live trade for right now. This is what we got going on. So while that sits there and works, I'm going to load up the paper trades. And I guess the best way to do that is I'll just duplicate this. I'll say analyze trade. And for these, I'm just using these simulated tabs here. I'm going to stack them up. And we're looking at different widths. So 425. The first one would be a 5 width. So 420. Wait, I'm getting confused here. 2430. So that's the 5 width butterfly. So I'll lock that in. And then we're going to take a look at a 10 pointer. There we go. 10 points. For the 15, we'll just use the live trade that we have on right now. So the next one we're going to monitor is the 20 pointer. So this will be 05 and 45. Lock that price in. This is my way of paper trading. I'll just put in these simulated tabs, lock in the price, and then monitor them throughout the day. So 25. So now we're at 25. So 20. So that's going to be 0 and 50. There's that one. Then we're going to do a 30. 30 wide. And then one more. We'll do a 40 wide. So we'll save 90 and 60. Oh, that's not right. 65 and 95. 85. 85, 95, 05. 15, 25. Okay, that's right. So that's our 40 wide. That's the last one. We'll monitor of these. So I'll lock this price in. Let's make sure all these prices are locked in at the price right now. Okay, that looks good. So there's our paper money trades. We'll just be monitoring throughout the day the different widths. And then this is our live money trade that we have on right now. So that's with the snow tires we have on. We have one set of snow tires on, call and put. And then without them, our trade would look like this. So we'd be a little bit more profitable had we had no snow tires on. So it seems as though it'll take, with snow tires on, it takes like 30 minutes to an hour and a half, in that range, longer to hit profit target. I mean, that's what I've seen so far. But it allows us to get a jump on these bigger moves that may, exceed, go outside the tent and threaten us. So you can see that this is not a bad. I mean, this can take a nice move to the downside. That's only one of them. I could add another one, and also volatility could pick up in this pink line, the T line, current P&L could pop. I see it pop a lot on the downside, on these downside moves, if there is one. The upside is a little bit more problematic. Kind of to overcompensate. The droop is always a bit more on the call side than it is on the put. So I'd like to set these up so that I compensate. I put the call side on a little stronger, a little closer to the money, as you can see here, to get this pink line rising up more steep than the put side. Okay, so that's our current trade. Now we're going to do one more here. We're going to do one more paper trade. This is called the straddler. And what we're going to do with the straddler is we're going to look at the at-the-money. Where am I? We're going to look at the at-the-money call straddle. See what the price is for that. So we'll say straddle. The price is 2,100. So we're going to create a butterfly with wings that are 20 points out. So 25. Now we're down to 54.20, so I'm going to adjust these. 20 points out would be 0.0. That's not right. 5,400. Oh yeah, that is right. 53.80 and 54.20. Like so. Let me check on my real life money trade. We're getting a little downdraft here. Okay, that was fine. That's not too bad. So let's go back to this straddler. So the straddle, so this trade will be, it's a paper trade we're monitoring. It's going to be 20 points wide based off the price of the at-the-money straddle. And then we're going to add a long put and a long call at the exact same strike. So a 53.80 put and a 54.20 call. And it creates a position that looks like this. Well, that's not right. What am I thinking? Come on. Is that right? Where are we trading at? We're trading at 54.20 for crying out loud. What am I doing? 54.20, 5,400, 54.40, and then this is 54.40, and this is 5,400. There we go. That was a little bit better. So this is just a standard butterfly with the strike width based off of the at-the-money straddle, and then with an extra long and extra long call and put at the same longs. So like so. So I'm going to lock those in. Here we go. And that's it. So let's go back to our real money trade here, see what's going on. Here we are. Now I'm gonna take this down to the bottom. I'm gonna say analyze trade on each of these. And I'm gonna uncheck those, and then that just created duplicate orders of those of our real live money trade here. Right here, this is all the live money trades, the exact same ones from up here, 350, 70, and 150. But I'll potentially be adding more calls and adjustments and whatnot to this. So just to keep everything clean and easy for me to read, I just duplicated all those down to the bottom, and then I'll just work off of that going down. For example, if I want to get ready to buy another put, snow tire. Let's say analyze trade. And then let's take a look at what that looks like. But at this point, there's nothing really needed, I don't think. So there we go. We're off and running on this one. So I'll check back in about 30 minutes to an hour, unless something super exciting happens or I blow up. And so stay tuned. See you then. Here we go at 7:23. It's just been a few minutes. Boy, that didn't take long. So the SPX has made a down move here, and so I just added another snow tire right there. There's our trades. So I have a call snow tire and 2 puts now, and it gives us this risk graph right here. Our profit target on this is 100 bucks. So maybe we'll hit this real quick. Keep dropping. That's fine with me. Let's get this over quick. It's like pulling a Band-Aid off. Well, except the Band-Aids on the market in this case. This is good for us. So I'm going to stage getting out of these snow tires here. I'm just going to stage them down here. Oh, they need to be sell. And we're going to sell the call is I screwed that up. I'm going to say analyze opposite order, and then analyze opposite order. And there's 2 puts. So if we get out of these, we just have our butterfly left again. So I'll stage that just in case we get a nice down move here. We can get out of everything. Looks like we're coming back a little bit though. So we'll say analyze opposite order. Okay, let's see where we're at. So these are all just sitting there staged, ready to go for me. Here's our trade. Not too shabby. Come on, drop SPX. So we're just outside the tent here. Just poking our head out, looking around. So if this thing takes a nice little dip, a little bit more, we can get up to 100 bucks. The prudent thing would be to just take it off. Grab our, there we go, 75. Take our profit target and get out. Now, once we start to scale more and more, so this is 2 butterflies, we can be in a similar type. Let's say we had like five of these butterflies on, or 10. We could start to do some cool things like just peeling off some of the butterflies and leaving some on for like bonus lottery tickets with very little, if any, risk. So let's see, we're moving outside. So I'm gonna get ready to take these guys off. Holy crap, did you hear that? This is the zombie zone right here. This is the zone I don't want to be in for very long. If it just sits there and stagnates, this thing will start to droop. I want either a quick pop down and get me out of this thing, or get back inside. Get back inside the tent. mean, there's a lot of things that we can do, though. If it stays in the zombie zone for too long, we can add another snow tire. We could add another butterfly right here. Just widen this profit zone out. We could take one of these off. There's two butterflies. We take one off and swap it, put one over here. I just don't want to do all that work. I'd rather have it just give me a quick pop down and get out of this thing. So we're sort of edging our way back inside the tent. So I'm going to go ahead and pause here. I'll keep an eye on this. And if we get close to doing anything again, we'll come back on. So again, our position right now is the two butterflies. We have one call snow tire there. We have two put snow tires. Our theta is 500 right now. 700. We have a positive vega and a positive gamma. All right, so that's it for this one. I'll check back in about 30 minutes unless something cool and exciting happens before then. Okay, here we go. It's just a few minutes later again, and we're poking our way back out of the tent. So let's see what happens. Let's see if we get this profit target on this push. We're looking for 100. 100. I saw 82 there for a second. Okay, looking like we're up to like 30, 40 bucks. Looking for 100. Here, I'll show you a quick look at the chart I'm watching. So I have other monitors up, and this is one of the charts I'm looking at right now. See if I can move it. Oh, what happened? Ay. I'm flying blind. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Hold on a second. That was weird. It just sort of disappeared. Well, I'm watching this show called Skinwalker Ranch. Have you guys ever watched that? Okay, so here's the chart I'm watching. This is the MES because I'm day trading futures as well. So this is the push down, and we're down here. This is the 1 minute chart on the MES. So that may be the double bottom there. That may be as far as we get. But if we can break through this right here, come down, we should hit our $100 easy with the snow tire on the downside. But not right now. It's heading the other way. So here's our trade. Here's our position. We're just inside the tent. I'll give it just a minute here. We're going to put on some of my fancy dancy copyright free music. Let's see if we have anything cool here. Let's see here. We can listen to some tunes while we're waiting for our ship to come in. Let's listen to this. This is vlog. This is called Vlog Soundtracks. So this is a service that I pay for music that's like copyright free, so I won't get smashed and slapped by YouTube. I can use these in my videos. Let's find one of these. These are vlog soundtracks, supposedly. Turn it down a little. I'll just watch this for like 5 minutes here, and then if nothing happens, I'll pause it again and then come back when something does happen. Let's try this one. Oh, this sounds familiar. Okay, let's see what's going on here now. We're back outside the tent, so we're just kind of poking our head in and out of it. Okay, we're just chilling, still just chilling out here. Just barely outside the tent. We got some snow tires on. We're all hoping and praying for a sharp move down to get us up in here. So I'm just going to continue to monitor this. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here. I'll come back on like in 30 minutes or so, unless something happens before then. So I'll see you soon. Okay, here we go. We're got some action going on here. Let's see what we got. So we're outside the tent. We've come down quite a bit now. I just made an adjustment about 5 minutes ago where I took the long leg down here. Took one of the contracts and moved it up. It's just rolled up the long, up one strike. So after that adjustment is made, right now we're right here. And let's just confirm that, make sure. Yeah, 265. So we rolled that 265 up. So here we are right now with this. And we could roll the other one up. Or let's just kind of watch it for a second here. See what we get. I'm going to say analyze trade. So I have two of these with different. I have two butterflies on with like basically different lower longs. So I want to make sure I keep those separate. So let's see here. We may be getting out of this. We're so far out of the tent, I don't really want to dilly-dally. No dilly-dallying. So I'd be okay with taking even less than my full profit target with us being this far out the tent. I just don't want to get hung out here like to dry for too long. So let's see here. To get out of all of these, I'm staged at... This, oh. Okay, we'll figure that out. Okay, so here's where we are now. We just need a nice push down. Come on, give me a push. Well, these are the same. Yeah. Okay, let's see how we're doing. I mean, we could also add another butterfly here if we wanted to. I'd rather not sit around here all day, though. I'd like to just get done with this. Stick a fork in it. Just give me a nice push down. Guys, come on, you can do it. So to get out of these, let's see, we could get rid of these guys. And then that would get us all the way out. That's not bad there. I like that, actually. Maybe I'll do that. If I can get a little bit more of a push. Let's see, here's the snow tires. And we're making a move down, guys. Here we go. It's real jumpy. Just give us a nice push. Come on, baby. Okay, so I'm going to go for these guys. Let's get out of those guys. Get 230. Oh, come on now. I'm going to cancel that. As soon as I put that order on, it turned around and shot up. Isn't that just like typical? I'm not surprised. I'm going to go ahead and just get out of these guys. Let's take our 225. Let's see if we can get 225 on that. No? Those dark. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got some at 225. Don't tell me it's going to get hung up. 225. Let's get rid of this call. We can get 20 on that. Probably not. Oh, there's that one went for 225. Okay, that's cool. So we got those at 225. Let's lock those in. This guy, just get out, whatever. Now let's see if we can get 20. And then while that's working, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take off one of these butters. Which one is it? This one. See 280. Okay, we got filled in something. It wasn't that call snow tire. They don't want to give me 20, so I'll just do 15. And then let's see where we stand. Okay, so we have 15 and 285. 15 and 285. And we can get rid of this guy. 15. We got 15. And then I think 225. So 225 for the put snow tires. For 3 of them. Yeah. 285 and 15. 285 and 15. Oh, look at that. I got even more out of that. So 285 on that butterfly. So we can put this up by 5 cents, $5. And then the call and the put were 3 of those at 225 and 15. 225 and 15. Yeah. So here's our current position. So that looks good. So we're just below our $100 profit target now. We got this nice kind of broken wing butterfly going on where the worst case scenario is we make $5. So I can just sit here and try to milk this thing, or I can just take it off once I hit my $100, like so. But I'm not in a big rush. Yeah, this way is way better. So before I was taking the butterflies off first, and then scrambling around trying to get those singles off. And that's the totally wrong way to do it. I do something similar to that with my bigger trades, where I just try to get out of the ones that are the most likely to, or the easiest to get filled. Or I'm sorry, the ones that are the hardest, or potentially the hardest to get filled first, because that may take a while. I just don't want to get hung out there to, like, waiting to get filled on a weird or hard to fill trade. So I thought, let's just go with the singles last, because those are pretty simple to get filled. But that was totally wrong. This is the way to do it. Take those singles off, And we can get ourselves in a position like this where we can just hang out here. We're not in any hurry to get out. We could make more money on this. We could make potentially quite a bit more than our profit target with this setup. So I'm just going to watch this for a few minutes here. So there's our profit target, 100. In the worst case scenario, from here all the way down to zero is we make $5 on this at this point. We have up to the potential up to 900, up to about $1,000 at this peak, which rarely ever happens, but there's just a lot of potential in here still. And our total risk to the downside, worst case scenario, is that it's 495 down here. So I'm just let this sit for a minute. I'm gonna go check on some other trades I got going on, and I'll be back in just a few. All right, here I am back. It's about 10, and I'm just checking in on this. This is our real live money trade we have on for today, our 0DTE butterfly. And we went through a couple of the maneuvers. It moved down on us. We cashed our snow tires in. We took one of the butterflies off in such a way so that we're left with this position, which is a nice position we could ride. We could potentially ride this right towards the end of the day and try to milk more profits out of it. The worst case scenario now with the position is that we make $5, a big old $5 from here all the way to zero. So we're guaranteed to win on the downside. We have this tent area here. We can make up to about 1,000 if we land right at the peak, which rarely happens, but there's a lot of profit potential still in there. And then if it comes up here and breaches that that red mark there, the break even, the total risk on this trade right now is $495. So I don't want it to get over there, but if it stays in this area, I'd be interested in milking it out. Our profit target on this trade is $100, and we're over that now. We're at 120-ish. So I could just sit here and wait and watch this thing, see if I can get up to 200 maybe. I don't want to push it though. I feel like a total idiot if it just ran up real quick and I lost. This trade is such a nice, has so much nice profits and just a cool, what do you call it? We warped it into, warp, is that the name? Tweaked it? Morphed, that's the word, morphed. We were able to morph it into this cool broken wing butterfly with like no risk on the upside. A lot of profit potential here, so just feel totally safe sitting here. So I might just sit here and let this thing ride for a while, see if I can get up to 150 or $200 on it. Since we're at 10 o'clock, let's go ahead and do our other, let's check in on our other trades, our paper trades that we put on today. So here's the 5 point. These are just, I call them paper trades. I'm just putting these simulations in here of different widths, the butterfly at different widths we put on at the beginning of the day, and just kind of monitor them throughout the day to see how they behave. So at this point, the 5 butterfly is up. We're still in profit on this one. It's outside the tent, but we're inside the profit of about, let's say, 20-ish bucks. That's the 5 pointer. Here's the 10 pointer. We're just outside the tent, but we're showing we can call that a break even, I guess. Break even to $10 profit on that. The 15 is the one we just looked at, the real life money trade. Here is just the butterfly version of that. So we're inside the tent showing a profit of $90 or so, 80 to $90. That's the 15. Here's the 20 wide. 20 wide, we're just inside the tent with a profit of about 50 to $60. The 25 wide, inside the tent, profit of $70 or so. This is the 30 wide. 30 wide, we're inside the tent, profit of 150-ish. And then the 40 wide, inside the tent with the profit of about $150. And then there's the straddler. So this is a trade that we determined the width of this next trade on what the straddle at the money straddle was trading for at the beginning of the day was just trading at 20 points. So this trade, oh, this is, and then we add the wings to this. So maybe we should look at this too. This is kind of interesting. This is it without the extra wings on it. And then it has two wings, extra long call and extra long put. And so at this point, we're showing, it has a current loss of 80-ish bucks. So that's the update on the paper trades. Let's take one more look at our real live money trade here we have on. So this trade was built, it started off as just this butterfly here, 15 wide butterfly. I immediately added two snow tires, a call snow tire and a put snow tire. Just give us this. I added another, we got threatened to the downside, so I added another put snow tire. And then I added another one. So I had a total of 3 on. And then I made an adjustment where I took one of these legs, one of these butterfly legs, and rolled it up. Just rolled one long up by 5 points, which gave us this trade. And this was a while back, so we weren't down like this at that point. We were break even or into a profit. And then I released on the down move. We had a good down move. I released all of the snow tires. And I sold out one of the butterflies, which leaves us with this trade here. This is where we're currently at. We're showing a profit about 120 to 30. No risk at all to the downside now. Worst case scenario is we make $5. We got all this profit potential in here up to about 1,000, and then our risk on the upside here on the other side of the tent is about $495. All right, so that's it for the 10 o'clock update. I'll check back in. I'll probably check back in before the end of day just to see what transpires with this trade. At some point, we need to take this last butterfly off, which will give us our flat line. But we're in a great position right here. So I'm going to try to see if I can milk some more profits out of it in this risk-free zone that we're currently in. All right, see you soon. Go, it's 10:15. This is another quick update on this trade. So currently we're up 150-ish bucks, 160. SPX is moving back up into the tent now. You can see we have a theta of about 500, 450, 500. And it looks like it's backing off a little bit now, so I'm just going to keep just sitting on it, waiting. But I wanted to show another cool thing we could do is if it had continued to move up and we started to get down this slope, like towards the middle of that peak, I mean, I would feel like a total idiot if it just like took off and I lost all this. So anyway, another thing we can do, so one thing we can do is we can just pull out the old snow tire trick again. And I just have one staged here. You can see I just have the 540 for like 35 bucks. If we put this on, you can see how that just flattens the whole thing out. Look at the change in theta. So the theta without it is 350-ish. Theta with it is like 325 or so. So it doesn't affect the theta that much, but it gives us all this ramp runway to work with, like where we're not going to lose that much. Without it, you know, we could hit this break even point here and be down like 17 bucks, where with that simple snow tire we get the same spot and be down like 130-ish. I mean, be up 130-ish, still in profit. So that's something that I'm considering, but not yet. We're kind of backing off again. So I'm going to try to see if I can get this above 200 bucks here. But if it does start to make a quick move up, I can either just close the trade down entirely for more than my profit target of 100, or I could throw a snow tire on and continue to try to play this throughout the rest of the day, kind of strangle this thing up. I mean, this would be like a cool opportunity to try to that strangle strategy I have, where we can just continue to use snow tires, and we could even lift this leg up too at some point, and just try to see if we can strangle that price throughout the rest of the day into the peak. So that's always a possibility as well. Anyway, let's take the snow tire off right now. That's just sitting there waiting. Here's the current trade, up 150-ish bucks. I'm trying to see if I can get above 200 on this one. I think we can do it. Okay, here we are again, and SPX looks like it's moving up. So I'm just going to throw this snow tire on that we were talking about in the last episode of the last segment. I'm going to put that on. See if I can get filled in that. Those darn market makers. Okay, so we got in that at 40. So let's lock that in. All right, so here's our current position. This looks great. There's a little bit of risk here on the downside. Minus 35, worst case scenario, but we have all this pink we have to go through before we hit that. And this line will continue. We still have a positive theta of 550. So this line, while we're in the tent, this will continue to rise up. So I'm in a position now where I can't get burned at the upside. I mean, I could lose, but I won't get burned. Like, the steepness of this is now gone. Without that, the theta is 600. Without that little snow tire with it, it's 560. So we just took a little bit of our theta off. That's not bad at all. And we just have like a flat playing field where we should be able to milk this thing up. So there's our current position. I'm just gonna let this sit here and move around a little bit, and I'll check back in about 15 minutes, 15 to 30 minutes. We'll come back on and see what's going on with this. All right, it's 10:54. It's almost 11, so we got about 2 hours left in the market. Here's our current position. We're up 175-ish bucks. So you can see this is starting to lose its power a little bit. This last snow tire we had on, this call snow tire. So another adjustment I'm looking at doing is I'm going to take this leg here. I'm going to roll it up by 5 points. And that will give us this position like that. So that'll give us some upside still, like so, with that call and that roll up. Total risk in the position at this point, the total risk in the position at this point will be 135. But you can see that we're up here. We have a ways to go on either end before we hit that. And the total profit potential at the tip of the 10 is now like 850-ish. But then another thing we can do is just take this leg now and roll it up, which will give us this trade. So this trade, we can have a downside profit, guaranteed profit of 225 all the way to 0. We have this, we may have to add like a snow tire to this, or we could simply, let's see if we were to roll this up to 54.30. Now there's an interesting trade. So with this setup, we're guaranteed to make 70 bucks no matter what. And we can play with this profit up here. I'd probably get rid of the snow tire at that point. Yeah, like so-ish. So I may do that. Let's start with, let's back out of this. So here's our current position right now where we stand. We're up about 170 bucks. So let's look at rolling this leg up. I don't know if I want to do that though. That's 2 times, right? Well, we could do both of them, I guess, like so. So let's start with I'm just trying to figure out how to make that move, in what order would be the smartest way to do it. Here's where we currently are. These should go pretty fast, I think, but that's pretty steep. Right? That's a delta of 17 all of a sudden, where before it's -3. If we went this one first, it's -15 delta. I think we'll start with that one. Here we go. Let's do it. So let's see if I can get 350. I'm just watching this price here. I'd like to try to get, there we go. Let's try to get that. Oh, shit. 350-ish. There we go. Let's just say 350. See what happens. See if we can get filled on that. It's not going to give it to us. Those darn market makers. Let's cancel out of that. Go back to where we're at here. Let's see if we can get... Oh, I don't want to get 25. 35? Let's try... Oh, we went to 30. Who cares? Okay, so we got that out at 330. So right away we want to put this one on. Let's get this guy on here at... Okay, so we're at 210 on that one. 210 on that guy. We're pretty steep. So let's get rid of that guy right there. See if I can get out of this for 30. Come on, you market makers. Give me 30. I'm going to check these prices while I'm sitting there waiting. While I'm waiting on the market makers. 330 and 210. 330, 210. We're trying to get filled on this guy at 30. Are we going to get it? So our position right now is this. So now we have a guaranteed profit no matter what happens of $85 all the way up to the moon, to infinity and beyond, all the way to zero. No matter what, we'll have $85, and we have this profit tent here we can play with. But I got to get rid of this stupid. Don't tell me I missed 25. Those darn market makers. Okay, $20. So $20 on that one. And so that leaves us with this position right here. Okay. So now that we got rid of that snow tire, our worst case scenario is $105 on either side, which is our profit target. So that's cool. So we can just say, hey, no matter what, I can just walk away and forget about this. And regardless of what happens, I'll hit my profit target for the day, plus $5. I'll hit my $100 profit target. But then we have this tent here that we're in that we can play around with for the rest of the day if we want to. See if we can milk more out of it. See if we can get a pin. The profit potential at the very peak now has gone down to 604. Or you can land anywhere in here and we can make some money, some additional money. Right now the position is showing $180 profit. Let me zoom in a little here. Okay, so this is basically a 5-point We've pulled those legs up twice, which makes this a 5-point butterfly now, so that we can't roll any of these legs up any further. There's nowhere to roll to. If we were to roll that up, it would just become like a debit spread, basically, or it would be a credit spread, I guess, if we did that. But I'm just going to let this sit here and marinate for a while. Just see how much we can milk out of this. And again, this is the ideal setup because no matter what happens, if I were to faint right now and go into a coma, no matter what happens, this will settle out today at 105, regardless if it goes all the way up to infinity and beyond or all the way to 0. But we have this extra potential lottery ticket here that we're sitting in. All right, so that's it for this one. I'll come back in a little bit and we'll check back in. Okay, here we are. It's 11:41. We have about an hour and 20 minutes left. This is our real money 0 DTE butterfly for today. You can see we're getting close to 200, just on the edge of the tent here. So I can either take this money now, take my 200, which is twice what my profit target is, and run with it, or I can just let this thing settle. So the worst case scenario for this trade is that we're going to make $105. We've adjusted it into a position where it's totally risk-free. Worst case scenario all the way up to infinity and beyond is $105. And all the way down to 0 is $105. So our profit target is 100, so we beat that. And now we're just waiting to see if we can milk some more money out of it or not. And I say since this is my birthday, let's go for the big one. Let's go for the big, what do you call it? Jackpot. Let's just thing go. I'm just going to let this thing go. Will I regret it? Maybe. I could get almost $200. Well, yeah, I can get around $200 right now for it. But, hey, no matter what, we're safe. Either way, we're going to make our profit target for the day. It'll put some excitement into this morning. So I'm just going to let this thing go. I'm not going to touch it. Let it expire wherever it does. And we'll see where that winds up. So I'll see you around the close. Okay, here it is. It's 12:30. We got 29 minutes left in the market. And the SPX moved up in here a little bit, and it's coming back down. So it's coming into the tent. Could it be? Could we snag another one here? I don't know. We got 29 minutes. We got 29 minutes for this to go somewhere else other than here. But we could wait and see. I'm just going to let this play real time. We'll just watch this thing settle wherever it settles. Hopefully right here. That'd be nice. We're in here somewhere. Right now the position is showing a profit of 220-ish. 200 to 220. And we'll just sit here. I'll just let this thing play real time. I'll put on some of my infamous copyright-free music. I'm just going to let this thing play real time for the next 27 minutes. See how we fare. And again, with this position, we can't lose money. We're going to make 105 regardless, which is our profit target. So no matter what, this is a guaranteed winner at our profit target of $100, $105. I'm just going to see if we can let this thing settle. Going to do a little bit of gambling on top of our profit target. See if we can come in at close to a pin. Okay, we have about 9 minutes left. It's 12:51 California time. We're outside the tent. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too promising. We need a rundown. So our center strike is at 54.25. Oh yeah, that's way down there. Currently we're trading at 54.34. So not that far, I guess. It's about 9 points. And again, we don't really give a crap because we got our profit target locked in here of $105 no matter what, all the way up and all the way down. But it sure would be nice, wouldn't it, to hit kind of a jackpot here. So we got 8 minutes. 8 minutes left. Yep.
Are you available?
Not right now.
Alright.
2 minutes after 1.
He said. Hey Dad, you want anything for lunch? No?
Okay, we got 5 minutes left. You can see the little red countdown started up here. Let me turn this thing down or off. So we got 4 minutes 40 seconds left. We're up here. We're trading at 54.34. So we got to make it all the way down to, oh, it's not too far, 34.30 to start to make some money from this wing. Looks, you can see the chart here. We're just, well, we're under that line there. Guess we'll see how can this, if this thing can move that much in 4 minutes. And it's 4 minutes and 5 seconds. Looks like it's going the wrong way now. Oh, yeah. Now it's really going the wrong way.
What? You're going the wrong way! He says we're going the wrong way.
Oh, he's drunk. How would he know where we're going?
Yeah, how would he know? Thank you. Thanks a lot.
It's pumping up. We got 3 minutes, 30 seconds left. This is our last hope. Come on. I guess we could try that blow trick. Is it working? Doesn't seem to be working. 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes to move 6 points down. Let's just think real hard. I'll stare at the chart and I'll just really focus and think I'll think real intensely to go down. See if that works. I don't think it's working. Oh. We've got 2.5 minutes. Come on, baby. Just leap down there. To 54.25. Oh, you're going the wrong way. You're really going the wrong way now.
You're going in the wrong direction!
Thank you.
Okay, 2 minutes. Looks like we're having a little rally up at the end of the market today. So it looks like I'll wind up with 105 bucks, $5 over our profit target. It's not too shabby. We got 1.5 minutes left. Okay, here we go. Last minute. We got 1 minute left. It's not looking too good, guys. Oh, that was lurched. It just lurched up. That was pain. It was painful. $40. It's trading at 54.38. 30 seconds. Here we go. It's the final countdown. It's got to go down a long ways. I think that this is it. Oh, here comes a big move down all of a sudden. Where's this going to go to? You're kidding me. 14 seconds. 10. But we're way off. 54.34. This is going to go to 50. Maybe it'll park at 54.35. There goes the bell. It did make a big move down all of a sudden. Check out this chart. You see that? To the left. Like right here. That's like the last minute there. But it's not good enough. But we're fine. We're cool. Everything's awesome. It's my birthday. We locked in $105 profit target on this. We had some cool trades to show off. Some cool kung fu magician karate moves. And all in all, had a nice, the last half of the day for this trade was just totally stress-free. No worries, because we had our profit locked in. No matter what, we had our profit target locked in. It was just a matter of like playing the game to see if we could hit the jackpot, which we didn't. All right, so that's going to be it for this one. I'm not going to do the Excel sheet today. It's my birthday, and I'm going to head out with the family. We're going to go do something cool for the rest of the day. Tomorrow's Friday, so I'll just set it up for Friday. I'll catch it all up to date, and I'll see you tomorrow.